Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Coffee and Crypto with King. I am King, and today I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. All right. Today, I'm going to see if I can convince myself to purchase Doge GF. Okay. Now, Doge GF is a cryptocurrency that got put onto my radar by somebody who I know that sees patterns in things. And he sent me a text message and said, "Say, bro, you might want to check out Doge GF." Okay. And he sent me all of these different links and screenshots and pictures of stuff. And obviously, if this is somebody who I know really good because they've got my phone number, right? And they've been in the cryptocurrency a little bit longer than me. And he was telling me that this Doge GF, there's all these different patterns and things that he's looking at, and to check out the people who's talking about it and stuff. And I decided to actually go down the rabbit hole and give it a look. So before we talk about Doge GF, let's talk about Dogecoin real quick. Okay, y'all know that I've avoided Dogecoin like the plague, mainly because my butt didn't get in on it. Okay, when I took a look at Dogecoin initially, I'm like, this cryptocurrency, like they were the originator, in my opinion. Now I could be wrong, but Doge is the originator of the term meme coin. It was legit created as a joke, and even the creator will say that. Oh, I'm trying to not say so many ums and ahs during this live stream, so call me out on it. All right. Now let's take a look at Dogecoin to see some of the historical things about it. Okay. A quick summary of Dogecoin is this. This is a Reddit by Billy Marcus, the creator of Dogecoin. This is his Reddit profile. He also has a Twitter handle that he posts pretty actively on. He's verified on there and everything. Okay. Dogecoin's been out a while. This was some of the things that occurred back in 2014. So that tells you how long Dogecoin's been out. Now, recall that on my live stream yesterday, I talked about patience. I said having patience is one of the keys to investing in cryptocurrency with its volatility and gaining wealth. It's rare, very small probability that you can put in money today and win Lambo that joint tomorrow. Okay. But having patience is key. If you invested and put some money into Dogecoin, you figured out how to acquire the cryptocurrency. That's the thing, too. It's a lot easier today, as in 2022. It is a lot easier with cryptocurrency exchanges to acquire cryptocurrency than it was back in 2014, 2015. You could have convinced me to purchase cryptocurrency back then had I known how to get it. Okay. So this is insane. When you take a look at the fact that, look, Dogecoin's been out there for a while. It took them 6 years to get to where they're at now. So if you were one of the people that invested into Dogecoin when it first came out, just a little over half a decade later, your returns on your investment is insane. Okay. So there's that. Okay. And this was 8 years ago when Billy, the creator of Dogecoin, talked about building a community around cryptocurrency, primarily to teach people about cryptocurrency and to bring a lighthearted way of learning into the cryptocurrency space and to do it around the community. That's why I liked Shiba as much as I did. Y'all know that I've talked about this. If you follow my channel, I've talked about the community aspect of cryptocurrency a lot, because that's where I've seen the value be added to Dogecoin. It's the community that doesn't let that cryptocurrency die. Okay. So Dogecoin is not going anywhere. Since I've started doing these live streams over the last couple of months, I've rethought my position on Dogecoin, And I'm going to slowly but surely add into my position on Doge. Just because it is my opinion that there's going to be some type of Dogecoin 2.0 or some type of offshoot like the one that I'm going to talk about today, that if you get in on it, can make you some cash. You just have to be patient. And the one that I'm going to highlight today, DOGEGF. Now, how did I get put onto this and why am I talking about it? So like I said, I got put onto this by somebody who I know. He started telling me about these different patterns and things. And some of the stuff, in my opinion, has merit. Other, I believe, is people playing off of popular culture meme or pop culture memeisms, right? So, and I'll get into that a little bit later on. DOGEGF story. Thousands of years ago, people relied on reciprocity as a form of transaction because there was no government or trade. Reciprocity is a two-way street that rewards kind actions and punishes unkind ones. With DOGEGF, we are building the world's first token for kind gestures based on reciprocity. To me, the first couple of sentences made sense, except this last part here. From here to here, it didn't make sense. Where I've got highlighted here on the screen. Okay. And then it talks into how you can buy it, which I'll tell y'all, I've got some DOGEGF already because when I was initially put onto it a little bit over a month ago, about 3 weeks ago, I had some Ethereum left over after I went and bought some Saitama, and gas fees were low at the time. So I decided, I'll just add it. I'll add it, put it into my MetaMask wallet, and forget about it. So I did. I haven't even really looked at it until yesterday when my homeboy added some more things that he said, hey man, I'm telling you, I think that this is going to do something. Okay. And towards the end, I found out that there's actually a cheaper way to get it. It's now on the Polygon network. So instead of having to worry about paying the Ethereum gas fees, I'm going to go through the Polygon network after work today to see how cheap it is and easy or easier you can get it on the Matic network, which they have YouTube videos showing how to do that. So I'm just going to follow that. I primarily know how to do things on Ethereum. I'm just now starting to learn about different stuff on the Binance blockchain, but there's a lot of cross-chain applications that are out there now. You just have to understand the application and the technology behind it to be able to use it. One of the things that I've talked about on some of my other videos are those applications that can allow for cross-chain stuff. If there's cryptocurrencies around that space, get those. That's where you can see value, stuff that can make stuff faster and cheaper across different chains. That's the type of cryptocurrencies that I would be taking a look at. All right. Now, if you take a look at the roadmap, they're past phase 1, they're past phase 2. How do I know that? Well, I've did some of the lead work. This is the website, okay, and the token's already launched. I know that they're listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko because I've looked it up there, and they have over 1,000 holders. Now, how do I know that? I'm gonna skip the Etherscan and Polygon scan real quick. If you look at Etherscan and Polygon scan, I actually had to laugh. I hit the refresh button right before I went live, and this went down one holder, but it's 6,000 holders according to Etherscan and 204 addresses on Polygon because this just went live on Polygon. All right. And the last transaction was about 18 minutes ago. Let me see if I hit the refresh button, if you notice any change in the addresses and transfers. Hey, there we go. People are transacting on it. Huh. And this is going back up by one. Transfers. Hey, look. People are trading for it, okay? I don't think it's the volume is moving that high on it. If you take a look at what their phase 3 roadmap was, where it says Q4, I haven't looked for the audit yet, but there is a check mark here. They had a burn event December 31st where they burned about 500,000 worth. And it says Polygon. Okay. So they've hit their roadmap ending Q4 2021, and now they're in phase 4 of this current roadmap, where it talks about building a platform for kind gestures, staking, more community events, more burn events, get to 100,000 holders by March of 2022. That's aggressive. When you're talking, you've got 6,200 and you want to get to 100,000 holders in 3 months, you're going to need some aggressive marketing. Now, there's one person that I saw that was behind it that I want to highlight, because this person should be well known, definitely have a famous last name, and that is Randy Zuckerberg. And if you've never heard of her, but you heard of that last name, then you are on the right path, because this is Mark Zuckerberg's sister. Okay. Randy Zuckerberg has promoted DOGEGF on her social media. Okay. And I'm going to see if I could play this video real quick. I have to restart it though, because I didn't include system audio here. And I'm going to see if I can play her video and see if you can glean some information out of it. I didn't, but maybe you can. I don't think she really said anything that's different than from what was on their website. This almost seems like it was a paid promotion instead of her talking about the cryptocurrency because she wants to. But I'll let y'all be the judge. Take a listen.
All right, you've all probably heard of Dogecoin. It was all the rage, but have you heard of Doge Girlfriend or DOGEGF coin? I have been becoming aware of not only are there all these meme coins, but there are now kind of meme coins based on meme coins, and some of them have actual fun utilities. And as I started doing my research on DOGEGF, I actually really liked what I saw. It's a token for kind gestures. Is the mission for the token. It rewards internet creators with kind gestures like crypto. And I feel like if you go to their website, you see the mission for the future is kind. So I can get behind something that's kind. In fact, in my experience, I found the Web3 community is extremely kind and giving.
So that was the quick version. That was the quick version of her video that she put out, not just on Twitter, but on her YouTube page as well. And on her YouTube channel, she's gone heavy into cryptocurrency here lately and has some really good editing. Oh, that's the second. Technically, that's the third if you're really counting. But she's gone heavy into cryptocurrency as of lately. Okay. And I've actually gone back and checked some of her quicker videos. She doesn't have a large following. I just subscribed not too long ago. I don't know if she's getting into speaking for a specific reason now, but if you take a look, the most recent video was 12 hours ago where she talked about Bitcoin 101, and it was a basic overview of Bitcoin. It was actually really informative in just talking about the history of it and the uses and things like that in an under 10-minute video. So I say, hey, if you want to understand what Bitcoin does, check out our video, right? The other things that she's been talking about lately on her channel is women in cryptocurrency. Okay. If you're looking for knowledge sharing, okay, and you want to get into the cryptocurrency space and you're not quite so sure, because if you go into like Twitter Spaces, for example, there's a lot of guys in there. Okay. It's no secret that a lot of men out there in the world are talking about cryptocurrency and things like that. And I've had people say, hey, I feel more comfortable asking questions around other women as women. Then I'd say, hey, on Twitter, every Monday, the times vary, I want to say, but there's a women in cryptocurrency spaces, which spaces is like an audio room. It's an audio room only. There's a host, they have moderators, and there's different people from all different levels, various jobs, financial, investors, doctors, your everyday person that are in these spaces learning about cryptocurrency. Okay. I'm an advocate for their space, and it's not just for women. Guys are welcome to come in, listen, comment, contribute. It's very informative. I'd say go check it out. It's similar to what Clubhouse does on their app. Clubhouse is an audio only application where you can have people that are hosting club spaces or club rooms talking about various subjects or whatnot. So I always say, if you're seeking knowledge and you're like, man, I don't know where to start, and you can't figure it out, it's because you're really not looking for the information. Okay. So Randy Zuckerberg talking about cryptocurrency here lately has caught my attention, as well as the fact that she's talked about DOGEGF. She's one of the famouser, that's not a right word. She's one of the more famous people that, in my quick search of DOGEGF and who's promoting it and things like that, her profile was one of the ones that I came across. All right. Now, DOGEGF has a Twitter, DOGEGF token. Okay. Go follow it. They're also following the creator of Dogecoin, Billy himself. And they frequently repost things and comment on the stuff that Billy talks about. All right. And the person that put me onto this was like, hey, man, there's those cryptic tweets again between like Shibatoshi Nakamoto, who is Billy. All right. That's the creator of Doge. And there's DOGEGF. I mean, you can kind of see why they would have a linkage together. But at the same time, there's these little symbols and signs that apparently are cryptic memes that the community runs as a joke. And two of those numbers is 69 and 420. Now, those of y'all that know, those are like meme numbers. Like 69 is 69 and 420 is like smoking, right? But apparently in the cryptocurrency space, that's also meme-ish in itself. So anytime those numbers come up, 69, 420, it gets memed in different cryptocurrencies. And the person that put me onto this highlighted that when you look at the tokenomics of DOGEGF, what do you see here? That the total supply, I don't even know how to say this. That's millions, billions, trillions. What comes after trillions? Quadrillions? I don't know how to say it. Somebody tell me. Okay. But the total supply that they came out with was this 69 420. Now, if you look at Etherscan and sort this by holders, a little bit over 50% of that is currently in a burn wallet right now. Okay. And it's out of the circulating supply. But they started with that meme number 69 420. And when you come in here and take a look at people like Elon, who y'all know he's talked about Dogecoin often. He hasn't talked about DOGEGF, but if something blows up between DOGEGF or he mentions it, or let's say, because Elon has the Doge dogs, that he decides to make some tweet about, hey, my Doge now has a girlfriend, y'all know that this cryptocurrency is going to blow up. Elon's a market mover. Elon is a market mover. If he tweets about something and people think that it has some type of correlation to a cryptocurrency, that they come to the markets and start buying. Plain and simple. Okay. But a lot of the people who I follow, when I put in this 69 420, there was a lot of stuff that came up, and people say that there's some type of mean cryptic correlation between those numbers. Elon Shibatoshi, who's Billy, the creator of Dogecoin, and the Dogecoin GF cryptocurrency handle. All right. So, conspiracy? I don't know. It could be. Am I going to be investing and adding to my position on DogeGF? Yes. Why? Pure speculation. Pure speculation. I'm just going to admit that it is a speculation play only. I'm likely not going to add a whole lot of capital into it, but I am going to get a position on it just in case. And do what? Be patient. Sit and wait. If it does something, fantastic. If it doesn't do anything, oh well, so be it. My main cryptocurrencies in my portfolio, let me see if I can get all of these live. There is CRO, VVS Finance. That's what I'm focusing on, Q1 of 2022. CRO primarily. Saitama, Impact XP, XRP, SafeMoon, and I can't think of what the seventh one is off the top of my head. Okay. A lot of those that y'all have heard me talk about that I just listed right now, at least the 6 that I just listed off the top of my head right now, they're more of the speculative cryptocurrencies. Okay. They're not the blue chip cryptocurrencies that, people would talk about and list and things like that. Oh, SHIB. I don't know. The reason why I forget to list SHIB is SHIB was like the first cryptocurrency that's really made me some money. I got into SHIB early, and I talked about this yesterday. I wasn't patient with it. I decided to listen to FUD and sell because it wasn't doing anything. And I sold like 90% of what I had. And the fact that I still made some really good money by selling 90% of what I had should tell you how much money I made off of Shiba with a small amount. It's actually kind of ridiculous. But I would if I didn't have child support payments to make. Because I am a divorced father of one and my kid's 14. And I'm not saying that my ex would figure out how much money I have and change our arrangement. But I don't want to put specific numbers out there just yet. My child support payments in, I don't care about the IRS knowing. That should say something. That's actually funny when you think about it. That I don't care about the IRS knowing about my cryptocurrency gains, but I don't want to put the numbers out there because I don't want a child support modification. And look, I could say it's a lot. It could be a little bit. It was a decent amount. Okay. I'm not out here balling. I haven't gotten my Tesla Plaid S yet, but I plan on it. Once I am 100% debt free, the Tesla Model Plaid S is my first purchase. I know I always joke about Win Lambo and things like that, but that's the current meme culture of some of the mindsets that people have with cryptocurrency. That's going to be my splurge purchase. And then the next part of my plan, I've said I've got a binder, and that wasn't a joke. I do have a legit binder. Think of it like a checklist, if you will, or a playbook of what I'm going to do when I hit certain milestones as I'm building wealth. All right. And I'm using cryptocurrency to build wealth. It is not my golden meal ticket. I'm about to go to my government job here in a couple of minutes. Okay. I have a 401k. So I have income with 401k. A second source of income being that I am a retired service member and other things in play that I'm looking to build wealth. Post divorce, I made some, or pre divorce, wasn't necessarily making the best decisions with my money, but I've turned that around. And that's a mindset thing, it's a education thing, and you have to be diligent about understanding that, hey, if you want to get to where you're 40, and this is a message to people that are primarily in their 20s or y'all that are in high school right now. If you make great decisions when you're young, it doesn't even have to be great decisions. If you can make decent, decent decisions with money when you're young, when you get to my age, and I'm 37, so I'm not that old. I don't have grays in the beard just yet. But when you get to my age, you can start thinking about, hey, I put in the work when I was young, whether that's creating a product. Okay, if you can create a product or some type of goods or services that people can buy, that they can purchase, that's one way. You could work for somebody else, which you're not going to get wealthy in a short amount of time doing that way. But hey, if you want, I don't know, comfortability, you can go that route. All right. But it's just going to take you a long time. Or if you happen to be, extremely skilled in something and famous enough to parlay whatever that is into a lot of money in your youth, great. If I could go back and do things over again, I still would have served in the Air Force because that allowed me to gain some knowledge. I got the chance to legit travel all over the world. It definitely helped open my mind to different cultures and stuff, and I appreciated that. But I would have balanced that having fun versus forward thinking to build wealth so that in my 40s, if I wanted to go, you know what? I'm done. I want to live the rest of my 50 or so odd years on this earth. That's assuming that I make it to 90 healthy and enjoy life. I can do that. Some people set themselves up to where they can do that. You do read those articles on MSN Money and different things like that. Because I'm searching this kind of stuff, it comes up often on my feed because of cookies and stuff like that. I'm reading about people that are retiring in their mid 30s or at 40s, or some people younger than 30, and having the opportunity to do different things. It is my hope that cryptocurrency allows me to have those kind of choices here in the near future, as long as I'm diligent, patient about how I'm building my portfolio and what I'm putting my capital in, and adjusting as necessary based on market conditions, not because of FUD or other people trying to FUD a project. It is, hey, what's the community behind it? What's the technology behind it? And are both the community and the technology going in the right direction? That's why, even with the bad press that Saitama's had lately, I'm not falling away from that. Let's take a look at Saitama real quick, and then I'm going to get off. Actually, before I get into Saitama, because I do have to go, let me know what you thought about DOGEGF. If you are going to look into it as well, and if it is one that you would put your money behind. So if you take a look at Saitama on Etherscan, 316,000 holders. Okay. It's not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere. There's been a lot of transactions here lately. I mean, it stays moving on volume. The price hasn't done a whole lot, but I'm not worried about that. I posted up this screenshot and I'm going to see if I can find it here real quick. And then I'm going to go of what happened with Shiba. When Shiba first came out, it had a huge price drop. and people started worrying about it and things like that. I actually held through that first price drop, but then I sold a little bit on the second one. I do not have it on my computer ready to load up, but that's okay. All right. So that is my video for today. You can catch me streaming across multiple platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button for your boy. Help me out on the algorithms. That's the algorithm over here. And I will be back tomorrow with another Coffee and Crypto with King. Peace.